Welcome to Armlifting University. Here on this channel, you're going to learn how you can get better at arm lifting. Let's take a look at this contest footage and break it down. The lifter featured Grigory Voinov, formerly of Russia. Now he lives in Israel. He's competing here in England in April 2026. Let's look at these lifts. But before I do, a little background on Grigory. He's one of our pro arm lifters in Armlifting USA. He's a big dude, 6'5" and a half, 275 pounds, big man, big hands, a lot of body power. So I showed you two axle deadlifts. The first one was a PR for Grigory, 201 kilograms. It's about 443 pounds. Great lift, locked out, perfect. Next lift, 206, he went up 11 pounds, so about 454, miss. We're going to go over what he did well, what could be improved for Grigory to lift the 206, and in my opinion, far beyond. So, now let's watch it again, and I'll pause it and we'll see the technique. Okay, so let's back up the bus here. And Grigory starts, and I have to be really quick. His back is a little bit hunched right here in the middle of the lift, the 201. So that is not ideal. What could be improved is arching his back and getting more of a wedge, pushing his knees out harder at the bottom, and really thinking about getting his chest up and his butt back. What he did super well is keep his hands under the bar. You can see his wrists aren't moving at all. And he kept squeezing, and you watch here, he pulls his head back very well and keeps the bar close to his body. Let's finish the lift. Stands up, perfect lockout. Perfection. If I had to show someone who never knew what a lockout in Armlifting USA looks like, that's it. It looks great. Super flawless. Now, let's look at the next video. Now, again, he's starting here. He's in a decent position. His head is down, and his wedge is incomplete. Now, let's go over the rules in Armlifting USA. He probably followed himself. He probably had like 3 minutes after making a PR. I wasn't at this contest in England, but it was probably him and one other guy left. He probably had a short time to rest. And he was probably pretty fired up. You could see by the celebration on the last lift that that was a very big lift for Grigory. And to then come back 3 minutes later with 11 more pounds is not easy. So he might have rushed his lift a little bit. This is not maybe his optimal technique, and that's what happens in competitions. Your technique breaks down, and you're left with whatever you brought to the contest. And sometimes there are bad habits. If he could have established a little bit more wedge, a little more lats locked in, the chest up just a hair and getting a little more tension, he might have pulled this one off. So he's extremely explosive, and watch what happens. He gets to his knees. Now, with the freeze frame, it looks like he might make this lift. But if you noticed carefully, the plates rotated a little bit, his wrists are tired. So between the plates rotating and the energy it took to get from his head down to his head up, the grip is taxed. Not to mention the attempts before. Not to mention flying from Israel to England, right? It's not so simple as watching one video and be like, oh, he missed that lift. And then, as you see, the bar drifts forward just a little bit and he drops it. There it goes. Successful? Not successful. Arm lifting is a sport of millimeters. How you start the lift sets you up in an extreme way to finish the lift. On that one, Grigory rushed his setup, in my opinion, a little bit, probably because he was nervous and excited at the same time to make another PR. You can see at the bottom of the screen there, it says official PR. And unfortunately, he was a little bit out of position. And at weights like that, 450 plus pounds, you can't afford to make mistakes. Very few people have deadlifted that weight on the axle. I'm going to say, without looking at the leaderboards right now, certainly less than 20 of all time, maybe even less than 15 have deadlifted 450 plus in competition. So you're talking about an unbelievably elite weight here. And he was very, very close to making it. So just remember, your takeaway from this is really work on your start, and that will make the middle and then the finish that much easier. If you're interested in this, you can log on to armliftingusa.com, learn more about the sport. If you want coaching and you want an expert to coach you, to show you what you're doing wrong so you can add pounds to your lift, go to armliftingcoach.com. Thanks for watching, subscribe, and we'll see you next time.